Okay, I think we are live. Take 2 of the Q&A, the branding Q&A and the Bombproof Masterclass. I am pulling this up on my phone to make sure, crossing my fingers that everything is working again. So if you were on the first round of this, I had attempted to do this live stream earlier and I lost my internet, like crashed, completely gone. So we are back, we are here, and today I am so excited to be bringing you this masterclass and opening up the space for a branding Q&A. So hello, Kristen, hello again. I have the live stream going on my Facebook, and we are in a private Zoom room right now. So if you want to jump in live and talk with me face to face and ask me questions, you can jump in. The link is in the description of this video. If you want to post the questions that you have in the comments of the video and let us know that you are here, say hello or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, and let us know if you have any questions throughout this training, throughout this masterclass. So again, this is the second round. You guys, I am really excited to be bringing you this today. Today, we're going to be talking about the 3 shifts that you can create in order to show up in a way in the online space that gets your brand seen, that really attracts your dream clients to your business and creates what I like to call a bomb-proof brand. So if you don't know me, if you are watching for the very first time, which seems unlikely because I've shown up twice to do this today, my name is Calandra and I help female entrepreneurs create badass brands. I help women radiate their brilliance, turn their vision into something that people can see in the online space, something that people can feel, and I help you show up in your business in a way where you feel like what you're doing is authentic, it feels easy, and you have a solid strategy behind what you are doing so that you have sustainability and you can create that growth. I am also, excuse me, a toddler mom. So I have a 2.5-year-old who is at school today. He is the love of my life. I'm obsessed with him. I'm also a dog rescuer and a designer. So I help women and I work with them one-on-one in creating their brands and their websites so that they can get their work out into the world. And a little backstory, if you haven't heard my story before, I am a college dropout turned online business maven queen. I'm obsessed with what I do, but I've learned a lot of this the hard way. So what I want to do for you today in this training is to teach you how to create these 3 simple shifts in your business. Whether you are just starting, maybe you are creating this idea of what you want your business to be. Maybe you have an idea of joining a network marketing company or blogging or really dipping your toes into coaching, whatever that looks like. Or you're a well-seasoned entrepreneur who is ready to make a pivot, right? You're feeling this evolution. You're on the edge of change. So I want to teach you, no matter where you are at in your business, what 3 shifts you can create to really show up powerfully in the online space and formulate this irresistible brand that, again, feels really good, that feels aligned, that doesn't feel forced and doesn't feel hard. So I'm so excited to be bringing this to you today. I keep glancing down because I'm looking at Facebook at the live stream. If you're hopping on, say hello. This recording will also go out and it will be public on my page. So if you cannot stay for the whole thing, I encourage you to watch the replay and hashtag replay. So before we dig into these 3 shifts today, I want to talk about the common misconceptions. This is something where people come to me and say, okay, I have a brand, right? Or I know what a brand is, I think. Isn't that a business name and a logo? People think immediately Nike. They think something that always comes to mind for me, which is very strange, their marketing works, is the Charmin toilet paper brand. So when you think of a brand, there are two pieces to branding. I'm a talker with my hands, so I'm going to keep your comments in front of me, but I'm going to put my phone down. So there's two different ways to create a brand, and when you tie them together, which is what we are going to be talking about today and what we dig into in the Bombproof program, when you tie them together, you create something that people recognize, that people remember, and that people refer other people to. So these two pieces are visual branding and energetic branding. So what a lot of people get wrong or misunderstand is that a brand is not simply just your visuals. It's not just your business name. It's not just your color palette. It's not just the fonts that you use on your website. It's so much more than that. And this is really what I want to be able to teach you today, because when you do this work and you tie it together with the visuals, right? You want to be looking professional. You want people to have that jaw-dropping experience when they see your brand. When you tie these two pieces together, you create a bomb-proof brand that people are naturally drawn to. Having a brand takes the legwork and the hustle out of growing your business because it feels so much easier. It's hitting that sweet spot. So before we dig into the 3 shifts and I teach you how you can start moving your brand into a place of momentum, I want you to understand why this is important. And if you are hopping on live, I would love for you to say hello and let us know that you're here and tell us what your business is about, right? What do you do? What is your brilliance? So here's the thing. When you create a brand, a bomb-proof brand, you position yourself to be noticed, be seen as an expert, as a leader, and you have a foundation that you can always return back to. So this is something that I have experienced, and I know so many entrepreneurs go through, especially if you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur and you have a lot of different ideas, is that we pivot. We have new ideas all of the time. We change our offers. Maybe our ideal clients change. Our audience is different. Everything is moving. It's not just black and white. So having a brand that feels aligned with you, a personal brand that you can return back to and make tweaks to without having to completely tear down everything you've built, is going to give you that flexibility, and it's going to help you build a sustainable business, no matter which direction you feel pulled to. Because how many of you, if you're hopping on live, let me know if you have been in a place where you feel like you have squirrel syndrome, where you're being pulled to all of these little shiny objects and nothing really makes sense, right? When you have a brand, a bomb-proof brand, you know at the end of the day who you are, what you're here to do, how to show up and get your audience engaged, how to bring those clients in. Because it's not about the how. Yes, there's strategy. In the Bombproof program, we teach you a lot of strategy, but it's also about who you are being, right? Your brand, as I mentioned, is having an energy about your business. And we'll talk about this a little bit more in Pillar 2, having this energy about your business that just naturally attracts people. So when you have a solid brand identity and you show up consistently in the online space, it helps you build the know, like, and trust so that you are truly positioned as somebody that your audience trusts, that they're sending referrals to. It is where you experience exponential growth in your business. So that's why we're talking about this today. And I would love for you to tell me in the comments below what you do, and on a scale of 1 to 5, what you feel your brand, like how confident are you in your branding right now? So let's dig in. But before we dig in, I really want you to understand what is possible for you. When you truly start to understand this concept of branding, what doors will be opening up for you. So these are some comments and testimonials from women that I have worked with directly who really have experienced this shift. Because the thing is that once the light bulb goes off once you truly understand what branding is all about. You start to notice that your brand is everywhere. Because at the end of the day, your brand is a reflection of you. So this is not just about going on Pinterest and finding a pretty color palette and saying, okay, that's the one that sticks. This is about digging into the energetics and the true foundation of who you are at your core, looking at your values, looking at the message that you bring out to the world, looking at the ways that you want to position yourself, how you want people to feel when they're in your energy, in your business. You'll start to notice it everywhere. And this is what's so, so exciting. And I love this work that I do for this reason. So women are really starting to notice, and the women that I work with are starting to see that a brand is not just something that you come up with out of thin air. It's already within you. And what I want to teach you is the 3 shifts to be able to turn that light switch on and be able to say, I am on fire. I am here to do this. I know what my next steps are. And I am so, so ready for that growth. I'm so, so ready to be working with the people that I am meant to work with. So I just want you to really sink into that and anchor into that feeling, because this is what is possible for you. It's possible for your business to feel easy. It's possible for your business to drive the train so that you can show up in your brilliance, and your brand is there to represent you everywhere that you go. Okay, so what do you actually need, right? This is a lot of chatter about why this is important, but I want you to understand how to get there. Now, we will be talking about the Bombproof program that is starting on Monday. So if you want to get your application in for that program, there are 8 spots left. You can go to calandramartin.com/bombproof to apply. And if you are on the live stream, you can hop onto the Zoom room and ask me any questions that you have. But this 6-week program is where we dig into the content that we're going to cover today in much more depth, and you're going to get the hands-on support through this process. So to talk about what you actually need, there are 3 C's. This is the formula that I teach. It is what I've walked through myself. And what I am doing is compounding what I've learned over the last 3 years into a 6-week experience for you. And today we are going to just brush the surface. So the first C is clarity. Now, before we dig into this, I know you guys know what clarity means, right? You're familiar with this term. I want you to put a 1 in the comments below if you struggle with feeling like you have clarity in your business. Put a 1 in the comments, and I'm looking down at the comments as you guys are tuning in and saying hi, so let me know that you're here. Put a 1 in the comments if you feel like in your business you lack clarity. You're not 100% certain what you do or how to show up or how to talk to your people, get your business seen, and you're confused about how to really show up in the world powerfully. So the first pillar of the Bombproof program and the first C in this formula that you need to be able to understand is to have clarity in your brand. So what I want you to know is that a brand is, really simply put, a reflection of you. So whether you are selling products, whether you are a coach, whether you are a network marketer, whatever it is that you do, at the end of the day, the people that are attracted to you, to your business, are looking at and feeling into you. Your brand is you. So the easiest way for me to teach this to you, and I want to give you some actionable steps today, is for you to really be paying attention to yourself. And this might feel a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit weird, but when you tune into this, when you start to become your own muse, you're able to create the Bombproof brand that we've been talking about, because it suddenly becomes so much easier. You get permission to show up as yourself, as you are, imperfect, right? We're all human here. Case in point today, this masterclass did not go as planned initially. When you hit this sweet spot and you find the clarity, you are able to show up fully. You get to step outside of the box, step outside of the cookie cutter approach that you might have been taught, and you get more clarity, which is going to build that momentum for you in your business. It's like putting a different set of lenses on. And I refer this back to the first time that I got my prescription glasses. You guys, I'm blind as a bat. I'm wearing contacts right now. And I remember the very first time I put my glasses on, the eye doctor was like, "You're really blind. Like, you should have been wearing glasses for a long time." And I had no idea, right? I didn't know. I had been living a majority of my life. At the time, I think I was probably 18. So I had been living almost my entire childhood not being able to see fully. And when I put those glasses on, I saw the world in a different way for the very first time. I noticed the details on the trees, right? I got to actually see the leaves. It was really crazy. So this is what happens when you find clarity in your business. When you really create a brand that is aligned with you. It is like seeing for the very first time. So I want to teach you what you can start to look at here. And again, this is just brushing the surface, but what you can do today to start finding clarity in your brand. So I want you to be paying attention to how you are showing up in the world, on your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day life, in the way that you experience the world. What are some commonalities for you? So you can look at things like your appearance. How are you dressing? How are you wearing your hair? Do you wear makeup or do you not wear makeup? What environments are you placing yourself into? Where do you love to spend your time? What words are you using to describe certain things? And what words are people using to describe you? You can go out there and ask people how you make them feel. It's a really good insight. So in order to be gaining clarity on what your brand is and what your business is all about, excuse me, start with yourself. Start looking at the things that you do that make you a little bit weird and make you a little bit unique. Because when you find those pieces, you turn that into your brand. So this is about building a foundation. And once you've done this work, I want you to know that you must return to it. So once you start piecing together, piecing together the clarity for your brand, once you start having an understanding of the ways that you can show up in the world that will make you stand out, you're going to want to be able to return back to this. And this is why I teach branding this way. Because once you have this foundation, it will be the reference point for you anytime something changes in your business. Anytime you create a new offer, anytime you change your ideal client or want to shift your tagline or redo your website, whatever that looks like. So having the clarity on these two pieces, your visual branding, the way that you show up and represent yourself, the tangible things that people can see, and your messaging and the energy behind your business. When you tie these things together, you truly have a bomb-proof brand in the sense that no matter what you do, no matter how you show up in the world, people get to feel that through their computer screens, through their iPhones, because you are certain and you have the clarity in what you are doing and what you're here to do. Which leads me to the next piece. The second pillar, and this is where we left off in the first half of this training. So you guys, if you're just hopping on for the first time, you can watch the other beginning of the training on my personal Facebook page. But if you are just tuning in for the first time, stay with me here because we are on pillar 2. So with the 3 C's that I teach you in Bombproof, we cover each stage of growing a business because I know firsthand that nothing is linear, but there are moments in growing a business and raising awareness and getting visible where things pop up for us. So once you have clarity in your business, once you understand who you are and what you do and the ways that you can show up in the world, you feel really solid in the ground that you're standing on. Then it becomes a matter of building your confidence. Because if you're growing a business, you need your business to be seen, right? You want to be bringing people into your business and sharing your offers, whatever they might be. And in order to do that in an effective way, in a way that doesn't feel like hustle and it doesn't feel like you're forcing things constantly, You want to be able, and I'm just going to pull the Facebook Live back up because I just closed out of it, which is silly of me. You want to be able to transfer your enthusiasm for what you do into the online space. Because as crazy and woo-woo as it seems, I want you to understand that when people are consuming your content, when they're looking at your website, they're watching your videos, they're reading your Facebook posts, whatever that looks like, they can feel your energy. And I want you to tune into this as a consumer for a minute. So let's just say you're following somebody new on Instagram and they have a new offer, and you go over to their website and you just check it out on their landing page or their sales page. And something just doesn't feel right? Something feels off. So you click off of the page, and then sure enough, a couple of months later, you come to find out that this person was not solid in their offer. And this offer just vanishes off of the internet. They retract in their business. You didn't click off of that page for no reason. You clicked off of that page because you didn't feel the energy behind their business. So two things happen when it comes to energetics and growing a business online. People feel your energy in the sense that they know whether or not you are certain in something, and they know, right? We know intuitively whether or not somebody feels confident in what they are sharing. So the reason that I teach branding in the way that I do, in teaching you that your brand is you, is because you want to be able to feel 100% certain in the way that you're showing up. You want to feel without a shadow of a doubt so obsessed with your brand that people can feel that when they are in your energy. So this is something that happened to me just last week. I was at a networking event, and at the event we go around the room and everybody introduces themselves and talks about what they're doing in their business, right? So of course, I naturally am talking about the Bombproof program because we are launching the program and it starts on Monday, the 18th. So I'm talking about my business, and one of the women in the room raises her hand and she says, I just have to tell you, you're on fire right now. I feel that. So the reason that I share that with you is because I want you to understand that when you're showing up in your business and you are not 100% certain, when you are lacking the confidence and you are holding yourself back from truly expressing your business the way that you know it is meant to be received, people will feel that in your energy. Guys, I'm trying to get these comments to work and they are not popping up for me. So if you guys are hopping on live, please say hello. I will go back and check your comments. But what I want you to understand about confidence is that when you are excited about your business, other people become excited too. And this is something as entrepreneurs, as people blazing the trail, we have to understand that this is always a work in progress. And the reason that this is the second pillar in the process that I teach is because once you have that clarity, you're ready to hit the ground running. You're ready to show up and show up fiercely in your business. So you might be thinking, okay, well, that's awesome. I love this idea of being confident, but how do I do that? So again, in this masterclass today, I really want to be giving you some tangible action steps to walk away with and start with. So in order to feel confident, you have to be able to take micro actions. Confidence is built with practice. Confidence is built with compounding, doing the things that feel uncomfortable or uneasy to you. And over time, you become certain that you were able to do whatever that thing is that you used to be scared of doing. So some examples for you might be showing up on a live video. I know in the beginning of my business, that was terrifying. I hated getting on video. My videos were less than 30 seconds long, and 99% of them I deleted after I hit publish, so nobody could ever see them again. But here's the thing. I continued to do them. I continued to show up in that way because over time, I got better at it. I got more confident on video. And now my 30-second videos are closer to 30-minute videos. And I have people that come to me and say, I love the way that you speak, right? I am mesmerized by the way that you teach on video. So something that used to scare me before, I feel completely confident in now. So maybe it's live video for you. Maybe it's publishing a blog post. Maybe it's asking somebody that you worked with before to refer you to their friends. Maybe it's going out there and putting a social media post on Facebook or Instagram. The message here, what I want you to understand, is that it doesn't just happen overnight. Confidence is built with compounded action over time. It is taking the action on the things that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And as you grow that confidence, you transfer that energy into your business. So this is the sweet spot, right? You have your clarity. You finally understand what the hell you're doing in your business. You know how you're showing up to serve. You're building your confidence and you're getting yourself out there. You're getting visible. People are recognizing your business and starting to see how it all comes together. It makes sense for your audience. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg, right? So I want you to hit pause for a minute. Just hit pause, because at this point, I know what you're thinking. I'm in your head. At this point, you were probably thinking, okay, this is awesome. I love the idea of this. I would love to have a business that's wildly successful and reaching the people that I want to reach and doing the things that I want to do, but I just don't know what I should be doing. Right? I don't really know where to start. So again, returning back to this idea that your brand is you. So if your brand is you, that means that there's literally nobody else out there that can do what you do the way that you do it. So I could teach you the strategy that I use. I could teach you the exact formula of how I grow my business and how I get visible and what my funnels look like. But that wouldn't be doing a service to you. Because in your business model, your vision, the way that you reach your audience and the way that you build your confidence is going to look different for me than it does to you, right? So what I want you to do right now, if you're driving, you can come back to this. I want you to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write down what it would look like in your business if you showed up fully. If you did the crazy ass things that you think that maybe someday you'll do, but maybe probably not because it's scary and you don't know if you're capable of doing it. I want you to look at that huge, crazy, big vision and look at that badass version of yourself. How is she showing up in her business? What actions is she taking? Now, once you have this written down, I want you to just tuck this away and keep it in the back of your mind. Because it's not about arriving there today. It's about taking the small action steps, moment after moment after moment, action after action after action, and compounding them over time. Because that is when you create a truly bomb-proof brand. And when you identify what this vision looks like, when you set the intention, then you're able to move yourself a step closer. So this is going to be a really powerful exercise for you, and I would love for you to share it in the comments below of the training, or you can send me an Instagram story, whatever you want to do. I want to hear from you what your big vision is and where you are starting to take the small actions. Now, we're at the last pillar of the 3 C's, right? There's 3 C's that we're talking about today. Clarity, confidence, connections. And all 3 of these things tie together to create your irresistible brand. But what this does is, as you shift a little bit at a time in each of these areas, as you get a greater understanding of how to really embody each of these pillars, you're able to build that momentum that you are craving in your business. So this is the last piece, because the truth is that you can show up all day long behind your computer screen and put together your perfect website. You can come up with a new color palette. You can map out your next offer. You can post a social media post. But none of that actually matters if you are not building connections in your business. So the 3rd C in the Bombproof program is connection, because in order to grow a business, you have to be connecting with other human beings. You have to be bringing in your ideal clients and giving them some sort of transformation. So again, my business looks different from yours, but I know that you're showing up to make an impact in the world. In order to do that, You have to be able to create a brand that is building genuine connections, that feels, again, really authentic and easy and works for you. So this is going to look different for me than it does for you. But at the end of the day, these are the pieces that you need. You need to be able to get visible, right? In order to grow a business, you need people. In order to have people in your business that are paying you, you need them to see you and understand what you're doing. You want to be creating content that's grabbing the attention of your audience and speaking to them. You want them to feel that energy that you're putting out into the universe, into the online space, and you want them to get an immediate, intuitive, hell yes, I want to work with this person. And you also need to be able to nurture that engagement and build those relationships from a place of strategy and systems so that you have sustainable growth over time. So connections is all about getting visible and nurturing those connections that you're making with your audience over time so that you can then turn people into loyal customers, clients, and raving fans of your brand. So we've covered a lot, and I think I've probably gone a little overboard with teaching you today, but I want you to understand that this is so crucial for every single entrepreneur out there to understand and to fully embody. So if you're growing a business, if you are trying to get your business seen, if you are feeling like you're spinning your wheels and you need the support to do these pieces, and let me just tell you, everybody needs support in their business. I've done it the hard way by myself, and it is not rewarding, it is not easy, and it's not fun. So I want to invite you to do this with me. So if you're still with me on the live call, I want you to let me know in the comments below that you are here. We are live on Facebook, although my connection is a little bit weird. So if you guys are hopping on live, say hello. And I want to invite you into the next steps. So you've heard me talking about Bombproof. I am obsessed with this program. I am talking about it constantly. We just ran round one of this program. It's 6 weeks long, and it was freaking incredible. So many breakthroughs, so much momentum, so many actions taken. I can't even begin to tell you. So what this program is a 6-week group coaching program, and the next round starts on Monday, the 18th, which is, I think, less than 5 days away. I can't do math, but it is starting so soon. And what we will do in this program is cover everything that we talked about today in depth, so that you can show up in your business with a professional and cohesive online presence. So when people are seeing you in the online space, they know right away that you do what you do and that you can solve their problem. You're going to learn organic, easy marketing strategies that feel good, that don't feel icky or salesy. You're going to have your dream clients and people in your industry saying, well, how did you do that? Right? Where did this happen? It seems like everything happened overnight for you, because we are going to flip that light switch on. You're going to get support from other like-minded women and visionary people that are doing the same thing as you. They're up-leveling their lives. They're creating the businesses of their dreams. And when you put that energy together, let me just tell you, in one container, it is really freaking powerful. And you're also going to get the kick in the ass support from me. I know you can feel my energy today on this call. This is what you get in the program times 10, right? You have me there as your support system. You get to ask questions. You get to share where you are at. You get to really shout out your progress and celebrate your wins and learn so much in this program. So Bombproof is really about coming home to who you are and figuring out your thing. So if you were watching the first part of this and you were listening to the clarity pillar and you were thinking, well, I just don't really know what I do, or I know what I do, but I don't know if my audience knows what I do. It's a little bit confusing for everybody around here. I want you to understand that in this program, you are going to be able to create your brand in a way that you are just radiating your business in a way that feels really good, right? It's going to be like cozying up on the couch in front of a warm fire with your favorite Netflix show on and a cup of hot cocoa. That's how your business should feel. Your business should feel like you want to jump out of bed in the morning and go and do the thing that you are meant to do because you are so certain in what that means for your business. We're going to be talking about your niche. We're going to be talking about your messaging. We're going to look at your visuals and how you're actually showing up and making people feel. We're going to be talking about in this program easy marketing, and I've mentioned this a few times. So instead of showing up on social media and thinking, well, maybe I'll just put a post out here and see if anybody bites. Maybe I'll reach that next rank in my business before the end of the month. I want you to show up in your business in absolute certainty, and that's what we're going to teach you in the program. There is a lot of strategy in Bombproof, as well as the inner work that we've been talking about today. And again, you're going to get connected and get results. So this is all about tying together all of the pieces that we've been talking about and getting you to a place where your business is a well-oiled machine that is just naturally attracting clients and customers. So we talked about the 3 pillars today, and this is what we deep dive into in Bombproof. We are talking about clarity, confidence, and connections. Each one of these pillars in the program, because it is 6 weeks long, gets 2 weeks of intensive integration. And I use the word integration because something that happens, and what I've experienced in some programs, is that you go through all of the content and you learn things consciously, but none of it actually sinks in subconsciously, and it might not stick over time. So the reason that this program is structured the way that it is because I want you to go through the materials, learn about clarity, confidence, and connections and how to create these things, and then I want you to embody them. So throughout this program, you not only are going to go through these pillars, you're going to be able to fully integrate and embody fully what clarity means for your business, how you can show up confidently in your brand, and really start building the connections in the 6 weeks so that you're building that momentum right away. So I'm really freaking excited. I'm so excited. I hope you can feel this through your computer screen, and I know that you can. So the other bonuses in this program and the things that you need to know if you are somebody like me that wants to do all of the research and check off all of the boxes, there are 3 primary pillars. Each of the pillars gets 2 weeks, which is making this a 6-week program. At the end of each pillar, we have a live coaching call. So there's 3 live calls that you get with me. In a Zoom room, you get to talk with the other people in the group. You're also going to have a group container where you can feel supported and share your progress and ask your questions along the way. And as you can see over here on the screen, there is a shitload of resources for you in the DIY library. So there are 2 libraries for this program that you will have access to for the duration of the program that include literally everything that you need to get your brand off the ground and hit the ground running. So we're talking building your visual brand, your cohesive visual brand so that people recognize your business. We're talking about designing a website, getting on video, showing up on Facebook and growing your Facebook reach organically, building Instagram momentum, getting leads with Pinterest. I'm just like listing some of these things off, but there's a lot of them. There's money mindset trainings in there, confidence building, organization workbooks, you name it. There's so much extra content in there that are extra bonuses for you in the program. And those are all self-paced that you get to do in your own time and space, in addition to the core pieces of the program. So I want to share with you some of the testimonials and the little pieces from the first round of Bombproof. Like I said, this first round was incredible. It rocked my world, and we saw so many shifts. So I just want to leave this up for you right here, and you can read through these testimonials, but I just want you to understand that this program is so much more than just a business program where you're going to learn how to build a website. And this is what I teach, right? I teach women how to show up and have an impact through the visuals in their business. But I also teach women how to show up in a different space energetically so that you're excited about your business, so that you're obsessed with what you do, and people feel that. People are naturally attracted to your business because of you. So that's what we're working on in the program, you guys. I'm really freaking excited. the investment for this program, if you want to jump in today. So here's the deal. This program starts on Monday, the 18th. Today is, I don't know what today is. What is today? The 13th. Today is the 13th. So that means that you have just a few more days to get your application in. If you get your application in today for the program, you will also get a one-on-one call with me where we can really make sure that this is the right fit for you. The program is 6 weeks long. It's $1,500 paid in full, and we are offering for this round payment options so that this is literally attainable for anybody, no matter what stage of business you are at. One of the women that just joined the program hasn't even started her business yet, so I'm really freaking excited to see what she does, and I know that this is going to make shifts for you too. So I have the link below, calandramartin.com/bombproof-application. That will bring you right to the application. If you want to learn more about the program, you can just go to calandramartin.com/bombproof, and that's what you will get. So I am really freaking excited. You can see the page for the program here. This is going to give you all of the details, all of the nitty-gritty things that you want to know. And if you're anything like me, I know that you have questions. So you can pop on over to this page. There's also some add-ons for round 2 of the program. Those are limited for this round only. And I would love, let me stop my screen. Okay, stopping the share. I would love for you to pop your questions in the comments. So if you want to jump on the Zoom room, I'm going to hang out for just a few more minutes after we wrap up the live stream. But if you're tuning into the replay, if you have any questions at all, or you want to know if this is the right program for you, if you need more clarity around what branding is and you really want to learn more about this topic, then you can send me a message or post in the comments below, and I will circle back around to your comments. But I just want you to understand that at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be hard. Your business does not have to be a difficult piece of creating the success that you want in your life. It should really be about showing up, teaching and sharing the things that you are naturally gifted at, doing the thing that you are good at, and bringing people in through your energy, through your brand, and tying together these 3 pillars that we talked about today: clarity, confidence, and connection. Because when you do that, your business becomes so much easier. It becomes nearly effortless to show up and attract people into your business. And I really, really want this for you. So this program is starting, Bombproof is starting on Monday. We have just a few days. It runs through the end of the year, which means that in 2020, you can jump into the new year and be on fire, right? I want you to feel lit up in your business, and I want you to have that confidence. I want you to be able to show up and know with certainty that no matter what happens, you have your brand. And that is a really, really magical piece of this program. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm actually losing my voice from talking. This is the second time that I've tried to do this masterclass this morning, so bear with me, you guys. You can watch the first half of the first one over on my Facebook personal page if you want to go tune into that. I know things were a little bit different the first time around, so go check that out. If you want to fill out the application for Bombproof, there's 8 spots left, and we start on Monday. It's calandramartin.com/bombproof, all one word. Okay, that is it. I'll be sending this replay out to the mailing list if you are on my email list, and if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, bye guys.